Star Wars fans, we just got some wild news. Not only did the Season 2 trailer for Andor release earlier today, we also just found out that all 12 episodes will be broken up into 3 increment chunks, premiering 3 episodes at a time on Disney Plus beginning on April 22nd. So we did know that they were going to release as 3-episode kind of miniseries, but we didn't know that they would be releasing all at the same time on Disney Plus. So beginning on April 22nd, you're going to get episodes 1 through 3, and then April 29th, episodes 4 through 6, May 6th, episodes 7 through 9, May 13th, episodes 10 through 12. I do think that this strategy is actually going to work better for the Andor series. So Andor is a very character-driven narrative, right? It follows Andor and the events leading up to Rogue One and his journey. Andor Season 1 was pretty slow in my opinion. I'm currently doing a rewatch right now just to try to catch up and fill in all the gaps for myself leading up to Season 2. I do think that this is going to work a lot better, considering since we did know that this was going to be 3-episode mini arcs, I was a little concerned. I figured that maybe episodes 1 and 2 of those 3-episode arcs would be a little bit slower, and then maybe we would get a really big cliffhanger in the 3rd episode, and then we would do a time jump into the next arc. So this actually is really good news in my opinion. I think that it will make it feel a little bit more cohesive. Perhaps it won't be as underwhelming as Season 1 was for a lot of fans. I think that it introduces a lot of benefits. I do think that this will keep viewers more engaged for the long haul. That's something that a lot of other Star Wars shows have struggled with, as we've seen some of the data come out for Disney Plus viewership, is that viewership actually tends to decline as the weeks go on. I think that this is a strategy to prevent that. I think with releasing them in a shorter amount of time and the way that they're doing it with these 3-episode mini arcs, I think you're actually going to see more viewers tune in because now they can get the fuller picture of what's happening to Andor and his journey in a much smaller time frame, and it's going to keep them more engaged. They're not going to lose fatigue in a sense. We're just going to keep the momentum going. Not only that, we're going to be able to see these 3-episode arcs kind of play out on screen and not have to wait week to week. I think that it's going to be more meaningful to see kind of what's happening to Andor in these big chunks of times, and it's not going to lead us to be wanting more. Once again, there's not going to be any filler with this. Now, I should say there might be some filler in the actual episodes, but I think what it's going to do is not make us focus so much on the filler episodes, but keep us focused on the journey and the story of Andor. This is going to be similar to watching a movie. If you think about 3 episodes, if they're about 40 minutes a piece, you're talking close to 2 hours at that point. Now, it's very possible we get 2 hours of Star Wars content every single week for 4 weeks, but it's probably not going to be 2 hours. It'll probably be somewhere between hour and a half, and you could see close to 2 hours on some occasions. So this is essentially getting 4 Star Wars movies in the span of about a month, which I think is really cool. Fans are going to be able to just follow Andor and keep up with his journey and not feel like they're being left behind. And once again, hopefully it will make sure that whoever starts the series will actually see it through and not drop off like we've seen with previous shows like Skeleton Crew and Acolyte. I think this will also spark some theories and speculation. I think that will be really good for the show and the Star Wars community in general. I think you're going to see a lot of creators push a lot of content out, and I really hope with character additions like Krennic and Saw Gerrera, we could really be in for a treat with this 2nd season of Andor. I think this strategy works really well, but I would really like to get your comments down below. Let me know what you think, and may the Force be with you always.